If I ask you guys a question, which sword is the best in Blox Fruits? Is it this sword over here, which literally has a black hole AoE? Or is it this sword over here that can literally damage chop users? So in this video, we're gonna be ranking every sword to see which one is the best sword in the game. So you guys have 5 seconds to like and subscribe. So 3, 2, 1, and you guys did not subscribe. Anyways, let's start the video. Mr. E-Boy, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What is the best sword in the game?
I think it's true triple katana right now.
Oh,
What do
true
you think?
triple katana. That's a good guess. What about you, cameraman? What do you think? Oh yeah, you can't talk. I forgot about that. So this video, we are going to be seeing which sword deals the most damage, has the best mobility, has the best use, can do epic combos. Well, to make it short, we're gonna find the best sword in the game. So we're gonna start this up with the katana. So let me go ahead and rank this. Okay, so katana. Let me ask you guys a question. What do you think about katana?
This was the first sword I got, so it's goated.
It's goated. It's, you know what, cameraman? Let's see if this is worth the goated. Okay, so M1 damage. That's 1.2k, and I'm just a good map, please. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna do a damage test. So this guy right here is 2.5m, this guy is 10m, and this guy is 30m. So M1 damage test. Let me do a proper. So that's at least 1.3k damage. Okay, now it's your turn, Mr. Akaza Budget Edition. That's 1,000 damage. Now we're gonna hit Mr. 30 million, and that's 800 damage. That is so pathetic. What do you think about this sword?
I changed my mind, bro. This is the worst.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let me just put it here. Okay, so this is a legendary sword in Furcy, and keep in mind this is also V2, so I can't really rate a V1. So what do you think about the looks so far? What do you think about it?
The looks is really great.
Yeah, that's an AoE
the
attack.
ending is really
Pretty good, pretty useful. M1 damage is okay. That's actually a big jump from katana to this. That's 2.8. That's 2.5, and this is gonna be like 2.3 or something. It's less than I expected, but 2,000. So the first move, which is this, I accidentally hit him, but the AoE is just insane. And then the X move, which basically, how do I say this, absorbs people and then throws them away like that. That's pretty much insane. It could be a combo starter if you know how to use it. So if I have to rate the appearance of this sword and the damage, I'll give it a B tier. What do you think about you?
I only have one opinion about this. The One Piece is real.
Alright, so the next sword that we're gonna be rating is the almighty buddy sword. Okay, so I'll issue. What is that damage? That's so pathetic. Okay, that's decent, I guess. My opinion about this sword is it's very hard to use, you know? The effects are kind of old, but they're not bad, okay? They're not bad. And the X move is just plain hard. And how did he die? How did bro die? What I like about this sword is the X move, which you can pretty much snipe people if you have good aim whatsoever. But the looks of the sword, it's kind of basic. It's horrible for grinding, but I'm gonna give it an honest opinion, so I'll give it a A tier. I'd rather use this than Vicento, I'm gonna be honest. Or it could be higher than Vicento, yeah. Oh, that's my opinion. Now, we're gonna be using this sword right now, and I'm gonna be rating it unbiased. Alright. Bankai Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. Okay, bro, look at that sword right there. It's perfect. And obtainable wise, this sword is pretty easy to get. What do you think about this sword?
I think it's really hard to like use when you're grinding, because like you move all the time every 2 clicks.
Let's check the damage. Let me see what's the damage is all about. Okay, we already know I'm dealing like these amount of damage for 2.5 million and 10 million. So let's see if 2 skills is enough to get this guy to half health. Let's see. Piercing dash. That's 4k. It's okay, I guess. But it's better than both of these swords combined, so I'm gonna give it an A tier. Finally, it's time for the most infamous sword in the game. We got the most controversial sword in the game. We got the CDK right here, which is very hard to obtain. And that is how you get CDK. In my opinion, this sword right here is so spammy, but it's easy to counter. It's very easy to counter, so the damage is insane. Look at that damage right there. Okay, look at that damage right there. Look at that damage right there, and he's 30 million. Oh my god, and he's half health. If I'm being honest, I very much like the effects of this sword. The damage is just immaculate. And if I hold this, it deals even more damage. And the funny thing is, this sword is so easy to counter, but it's still good. It's still one of the most used sword in the game. So, my opinion, I like this sword. I'll give this an S tier right here. See this over here? It has an S tier. That's an S tier, but not the best in my opinion. Okay, I'm skipping Cutlass. No one likes this. Okay, this time we're gonna be rating the almighty Darkblade sword. Okay, let's judge this sword by its, by its look. You can see the drip is insane. So let's test out the damage. Keep in mind, this is a mythical sword that is worth 1,200 Robux. So let's see the damage. It's 2k, legit. That's the damage? Wait, what? So you're telling me that CDK deals more damage than this? Okay, let's see what the damage is all about if I use 2 skills on a 30 million bounty. Okay, that's 6k damage. It's not too bad. I think I'd rather use CDK than this, in my opinion. Okay, so let's do the full power slash and add it with this one. 6.1k. That's okay, I guess. What about you, Mr. E-Boy?
Look-wise, this is the best, bro. I liked it so much. It even has custom animations and stuff, like when you jump or run around. So.
If I'm gonna have to rate the sword, I'm gonna give it a whopping S tier. Below CDK at least. We got the dark dagger over here. Look at this. Look at the size of this. This is average. What do you mean no? What about you? This is average, right? What do you mean no? What about you, Mr. 30 million? Is this average? What is wrong with you guys? Okay, fine. Let's rate the damage. Okay, looks wise, let me turn this off. It looks kind of bland if I'm gonna be honest. And if I hit it, it's gonna be... What is that damage? That's so low. Keep in mind, this has a blessing. So you guys can say, oh, but the Vicento has a blessing. This also has a blessing. Okay, so stop yapping. First move, 2.6k damage. It's not even 7k. Okay. If I'm gonna be honest, this sword right here is pretty small. Not even average, bro. But don't judge a book by its cover. Because this sword sucks. Okay, I'm giving it C tier. Okay, on to the next one. Finally, we're using the most annoying sword in the game. We got the Dragon Trident over here. It's got a blessing. I like it. Do you like it, cameraman? He doesn't like it. Anyways, I'll show you guys how annoying this sword is. Like, ready? That's a pretty high damage, but keep in mind, the cooldown is super fast, and this is a second C sword. Okay, E-Boy, what do you think about this sword?
It's the new meta, bro. Nobody likes the sword when you're fighting against it.
Exactly, the stun is just way too broken. And if you compare this sword right here to the old Dragon Trident sword, it looks horrible, bro. So, you know what they say, never judge a book by its cover. It's the second C sword. This sword right here sucks. It's better than the Darkblade in my opinion, okay? I don't even have mastery, bro. Okay, after doing all that mastery hunt, let me go ahead and see what this sword is about. Okay, so first move, we got Assassinate. Wow, that's a high damage. Wait, I didn't expect that. What the heck? Let's compare this to 10M, 2k damage. It's 1.6. Okay, for a first C sword, this is pretty interesting.
To be honest, it does nothing else than looks.
Yeah, it has nothing else than looks, so I'm gonna give it a D tier. I would still use it in PvP at least. Okay, so we got the broke version of CDK. What do you think about the normals? Look, what do you think? To be honest, I don't even know how to like use this sword in PvP, but look at that. That's decent at least. That's decent. Okay, I'm putting it on it's better than these three at least. Alright, Gravity Cane time. Dude, this sword right here got the best, one of the best glow ups in the game. Like, if you compare this to the old Gravity Cane, this looks very horrible. But look at this now. Look at the moves right now. Look at the moves. Okay, so let's check this out. That's 2k. It's okay. It's alright. But if you look at the moves, that's the first move. It literally pulls them. You don't even need aim. Like, look at this. I'll aim right here and I'll still get them. Look at this. Look at that right there. That's just insane. And look at this. This one. Look at that right there. Look at that. That's just amazing. It's the best. If I'm gonna be honest, this sword right here is an amazing combo extender. What do you think, Mr. E-Boy?
Yeah, it's a solid A. It's a solid A.
Solid A? What do you mean solid A? Whatever. Okay, solid A. It's better than Canvender. Now we're gonna be rating this hunk of junk over here. I don't even know why it's a mythical. It's so bad. Damage test. Mr. Big Guy over here. What? 7k damage? Huh? Wait, 5k? You're telling me that's 5k damage. Wait, what? Wait, why is the damage so high? Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, this sword has insane amount of damage, but it's, I don't know, man. But I wouldn't use it. It's hard to use, so I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's lower than, you know, it's gotta be lower than Vicento, because this sword is just so hard to use. Alright, so we got the almighty mythical. Just kidding, it's not mythical, even though Kaido uses this specific weapon over here. What do you think, cameraman? Do you like it? No, he does not like it. Oh man, because look at this right here. It's like 800 damage, bro. And this is X. That don't even make sense. I don't know. It's a first C sword, keep in mind. But would I use it in PvP? Maybe. I'll give it an F tier. Now we got the jet sword over here. So the first move, look at this. Cameraman, I didn't realize it until now. It's actually a leopard. I thought it was just like a normal walking dog thingy, but look at this. It's an actual leopard. Oh, if you didn't know, this actually blinds you. So editor, put a flashbang. That's what you see when you get hit by the jet sword. Okay, damage time 3.2k. That's insane. Now time for Mr. 10 million over here. 2.9. How about you, Mr. Krabs? That's 2.4k. It's not bad. Keep in mind, the mobility for this sword is immaculate. So watch this. Boom, boom. Look at that right there.
Yeah, I think Jit is a really good sword, like when you're not sword main.
It's a trolling fruit, in my opinion. So, would I use this in PvP? Yes. Would I main it in PvP? Not really. I'm gonna give it, it's gotta be better than Hollow Sight. It's more useful than Hollow Sight, even though Hollow Sight deals more damage. If you guys didn't know, you can use control to boost this sword right here. First move without control. Oh wow, this looks okay. This is the first move without control. The second move without control. Keep in mind, if this has a, if this has a control room buff, this is gonna turn into an actual beam. So let me show you guys what I mean. All right, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Boom! Look at that! This is amazing right here. Let me see. That's 1.9, 1.7, and 1.4. Usage-wise, this sword is pretty good if you want to have fun in the game, but if you're using it for serious PvP, it's kind of your choice. But would I still use it? I don't know really. I genuinely don't know. It's gotta be better than Jit, so I'll give it that rating over there. Now finally, we got the forest fruit right here. Look at this. Forest attack. Forest summon. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Some people thought there was gonna be a forest fruit, but it was just the long sword all along. So we got Mr. Monkey over here. I don't know why he's here, but the damage is It's This is a second C sword right here. And why is it so bad if it's a second C sword? Because look at the rarity. If you look at the rarity of this sword, it's a rare sword. It's only a rare sword. This sword is better than Iron Mace in my opinion. So if you guys actually use this sword for grinding, it's pretty good. I actually got it to 600 mastery because, this sword is really good in grinding mastery and also in PvP. Okay, so 2.5 million. That's still a lot of damage. Is it because of my burning? Yeah, probably because of my burning. So that's generally not bad. Okay, the M1 is pretty okay. I mean, it's a legendary sword, right? Keep in mind, it's not a mythic, because mythical swords has insane amount of damage if it's just M1. So let me try the Z move first. The effect is amazing. It's really good. The effects is just one of the best, in my opinion. Okay, so we do this. Do that. Ooh. Okay, the damage is still going up. It's 6.8k. That's a nice sword right there. I like the sword. The sword is pretty much super insane in terms of effects. But in popularity, pretty sure no one uses the sword anymore. So I'm gonna give this sword an S tier. It's gotta be better than Darkblade in my opinion because, yeah. It's time to use pipe. Okay, that's pretty much decent in my opinion, but Dragon Blast. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's why they like using this in PvP, because there's a combo extender. Does it even extend? Let me try. Will it work? Yep, it does. I've seen enough. This sword's gotta be... I'm giving it B tier. It's gotta be better than Hollow Sight, considering Hollow Sight is just meh. Okay, Pole V1. Let's see what this is all about. That's so bad, bro. That's so bad. That's the Z move. That's so pathetic. Yeah, it is a legendary, and it's so bad. It's even harder to use than freaking Warden Sword or Long Sword. So I'll give you never to use it, but you're at the top at least. Oh my god, and keep in mind, this is mostly used for stuns and the damage is already high. But keep in mind, this sword already got nerfed 3 times. I'm gonna give you A tier. Not better than Gravity Cane in my opinion. Alright, finally, it's time for one of the most overhyped sword during the update, which has probably the best, best glow up. Debatable, but yeah, that's the first move. Second move. It's 4k damage on a 2.5 million player, but ooh, that's just fire, bro. I'm gonna hold it. Look at that right there. The effects are literally fire, and that's just. It's great. It's actually great. I flippin' like it. I'm gonna give you S+. You wanna know why? Because number one, it's good for grinding. It's good for mobility. It's good for spamming. It's good for combos. And finally, we're one of the best first C sword. If you guys don't know what this sword is, you don't play Blox Fruits. To be honest, everyone used this sword to grind at some point in their lives because this sword is just one of the best first C grinding sword ever. So first things first, the damage. Look at this. Look at this right here. Oh my god, look at that. What was that damage right there? That's literally 10k damage and 2 skills alone. So 10k damage, right? Okay, let's see without the chain damage. Okay, this is the perfect range, I hope. I think this is my best. This is the best I can do. That's 7.3k damage. This sword is just amazing. It's better than I prefer than Body Sword, so I'll give it B tier at best. All right, it's time for one of the worst swords in my opinion. I'm just joking. Keep in mind that this sword is a legendary sword, so effect-wise, I like it. Wanna know why I like this effect-wise? Cause look at this. I missed. Hit him. Ooh, that's actually gold. Look at this. Ooh, that just sounds so crunchy, dude. Look at that right there. Just look at that. So effect-wise, I like it. Is it usable in PvP? Is it usable in grinding? Yep. Yes, it is. Is it better than Hollow Sight? Yes, it is. Now we're gonna be moving on to the most combo-heavy sword in the game because it's a literal anchor, if you don't know what I mean. Okay, look at this. You could use the sword as this. You could use it at that, and then boom, boom. Yeah, that's just amazing. Okay, watch this. It goes either way because this sword is combo heavy. I don't get why this sword is not a mythical sword. It deserves to be a mythical. Yeah, this is probably the sword that you need to craft. CDK doesn't count because you obtain it, okay? In my opinion. No, it's not even an opinion, it's a fact. This sword is probably the first sword to have, to have it unlocked as crafting it, So I'm gonna give this sword an S+ tier. Alright, let me just describe this sword in my wording or my opinion. Mammoth fruit. Because look at this right here. Tell me that's not mammoth fruit. The funny thing about this sword is you can use this as PvP. You actually can, so I'll give it a D tier at top. It's time for Zoro's purple sword. Let's try it out. So first move, that's 2.9k, decent. Okay, that's 3.1k. This is a second C sword. I keep forgetting, so let me try this out. 2.6. Okay, that's a huge jump. Now let's compare it to a 30 million because Shizu is just I don't know. Do that. That's it. 4k. This sword is garbage, bro. I'm giving it the C tier. Just kidding. It's not better than Hollow Sight in my opinion. Now it's time for the most controversial sword in the game. Keep in mind, we're fighting Kitsune users, blah blah users, we're going to public servers, we're not doing all that skilled nonsense, so damage doesn't even matter because we're rating this as swords, okay? As swords. So if you use a Z move, that's only 1.8k. And this really isn't all that impressive if I'm gonna be honest. It's a first C weapon. Would you use it in PvP if you're quote-unquote skilled or you want to flex or something? You would use this sword, but if we're playing Blox Fruits properly, like grinding to max, using strong stuff, because, why bother use this sword? I don't like this sword at all. I'm just gonna give this sword a F tier. Yeah, there you go. I'll give it C at best. Okay, now we're gonna be rating my most overused sword in the game. The Spiky Trident. Let's see this. That's decent amount of damage to a 2.5m. No, that's more than decent. That's 5k damage. Okay. And look at that cooldown. Look at that cooldown right there. Now we do this. 4k damage? Okay. How about a 30 million guy? Give him. We're gonna be rating this as a sword, so. Okay. Oof. Okay, that's 3. Okay, so that's 6k. Yeah, as a sword, this is pretty much just spammy, bro. All right, so let me give you. As a sword main, right? So it's not better than Midnight Blade then. If we're talking about like as a sword, as a whole sword, combo extender, combo heavy whatsoever, it's gotta be better than Dark Blade in my opinion. Yeah, this is a first C weapon. I don't even know how to use this, but Water Pulse. That's what it does. This is the baby version of Dragon Trident. The effects are, you know, decent, but I'm gonna be honest. I'll give it. Just don't use it, bro. Don't use it. I'd rather use Katana. Now it's time. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, bro, that's just insane. You know, let's do it here. Okay, that's 4k, 4.2k. Now it's time for Mr. 30 million. Look at that cooldown though. Oh my days. Okay. That's 3.4k. And the X move. No, that's just broken right there. Because this sword can literally pull you. It's like a black hole, which just has the most broken AoE ever. I'm not even joking. This sword is actually a black hole. This is literally Gojo's blue. So I'm giving you S+ tier. You're the best. Okay, let's see how much damage it does. That's 1.7. Okay, this is a pretty good sword. I mean, this used to be one of the most spammiest sword ever. At some point, it was even better than, you know, Dark Blade when it got released. People were like overusing this sword because it's just broken. You can see how spammy this is. Now it's time for me to rate it as. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Bull. You're better than this. I mean, this guy is better than you. So, boom, A tier, second best. Okay, I'm gonna do an unbiased opinion about this sword because I genuinely don't even think this sword is good at all.
Nobody cares about this.
Yeah, no, I can't even hit him. What the cooldown is so long. The range is unimpressive. Combo extending pretty much decent in my opinion, but let me try. Yeah, this sword is very hard to use. Would I use it? Yeah, it's better than Iron Mace. So I'll give it better than Dual Headed Blade. Yeah. Probably the the worst in one of the, you know, in the 3 legendary swords Zoro has. Probably the worst in my opinion. Just look at this. This looks like a first C. I don't like this. I'm gonna give it better than Soul Cane. There you go. That's a C tier right there. I'll show you what it can do. What it can actually do. So. I don't even want to rate it anymore. I'm giving it freaking F tier, bro. Alright, Yama time. We'll see what the yapping is all about. Okay, so effect-wise, let's see. Ooh, okay. Sword damage, I genuinely don't know. Would I use it as sword? Probably not. I mean, for this to be a legendary sword in 3rd C, I genuinely don't know. The damage isn't really that good, to be honest. I'll give this sword right here as... Yeah, it's better than Hollow Sight, of course. Look at that. Look at that right there, bro. It's a literal budget version of DTK. So I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. It's just 3 katanas. It's better than Soul Cane.
Bro, this is not even a sword. This is just... It's a staff.
No, it's not even a staff. It's a lamp, bro. Just look at this. This is basically abracadabra. How about how's the damage? Okay, that's 5k damage. It's... Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, I'll give this sword right here better than Rengoku. That's my rating, because this sword is just combo heavy, even though it's very easy to dodge, but they'll still be stuck in the air, you know, you're comboing them. I'll give it better than Rengoku in mine. So, that's it. Now we're gonna be rating the triple Dark Blades. So, we're gonna start this up with a Z move tap. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Now it's time for the X move hold. 3, 2, 1, and... Yeah, look at that right there. Anyways, you guys see the jump between, you know, CDK and TTK. So if this has to be rated, then I'll give it an S+ tier. And that is the best sword in the game. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, because if you don't, you are bald.